You are looking live at the Pit Barrel Cooker Classic right here on the Owl's Nest Barbecue Saturday Show. Welcome, everybody. This is Steve Ray. With me today, folks, you're about to either see the greatest video ever made or one of the biggest mess-ups ever made, but we're going to do it live right there. You see him right there, Phil. Billy Holland, Pete Branton, Mike Williams, and Jason Penley, and the four of those guys, plus me, and I'm running the camera because my arm doesn't get hurting after I do it, does it, Jason?
Wait, 30 minutes.
We're going to be talking about that thing right there, the Pit Barrel Cooker, the easiest thing, the most comprehensive cooker that you can buy here at the Owl's Nest Barbecue Show, the Owl's Nest Barbecue store here in Ottawa. Welcome, everybody. And there's our good friend, our neighbor Dave. Welcome, neighbor Dave, our studio audience for today. Here's a good shot of the warehouse, everybody. Real quick, we're going to go right in here. We'll go down here by the rub sample, and there's a good shot of the store. And there is the collection of pit barrels. We've got plenty in stock. Here comes Harrison going out the door right there. Plenty in stock, and they are on sale. And we have got a ton of stuff here. Here's a bunch of pellets. We've got the best selection of pellets and the best prices going in Chattanooga. Welcome, fellas. Welcome to the show. Thanks for being here, guys. We're going to be talking about the Pit Barrel Cooker. We've got a lot of knowledge and a little bit of room. But what I want to do today, I want to kind of train you guys on the pit barrel. And if you need to move that out a little bit, Pete, that's fine. We can do that too. You can go ahead and take it off the stand. It comes with that handy little stand there. That's one nice thing it's got. It gets it up off your deck. So if you have like a wooden deck, you can still use it on your deck. It's not going to burn a hole in your deck. And that's the first thing we're going to talk about. All right. Obviously, the first thing you'll want to do is what?
Charcoal.
Billy? Charcoal? Now, Billy, I want you to be my charcoal guy. So, Pete, if you'll take out the rods and take out all the goodies there inside the barrel. There's the rods. We're going to talk about those rods here in a minute. And each pit barrel comes with hooks, instructions, of course, hook handle, and two things of barbecue rub. It even has a little screwdriver. The only thing you have to put on the barrel when you buy it are the handles, the horseshoe handles. And then you're ready to go. And let's see if Billy... Let's. Oh no! He did. That's like opening up a jar of peanut butter, isn't it, Billy? Yep. It didn't work. All right, hold on now. You're getting ahead of the game. All right, now that's why I wanted to get all y'all here, because I know you guys are going to want to own one of these things, and we're going to show you how to work it. Okay. Now, Pete, what I want you to do. Let's go ahead and let's just move the barrel over to the side a minute, okay? So we can get a good shot of the basket. There you go, Jason. We're going to move that barrel over. That's right. That's good right there. All right. Now, Pete, if you would, you can put that. I'll tell you what to do even better. Jason, grab all that stuff off that stool if you would. Put it on that other stool behind you. And Pete, you can put that basket on the stool. Use that for a little work. There you go, so everybody can see it. All right. There's a good shot of what the Pit Barrel Cooker charcoal basket looks like. Now, Billy, if you would be so kind as to fill this pit barrel basket with charcoal right up to there.
To the rim.
Up to the rim. Okay? You're going to see just how little charcoal it takes to cook all day on a pit barrel cooker.
You know, one of my questions that I've already got, Steve, is how long can you cook on that charcoal basket? Full?
8 to 12 hours.
8 to 12 hours.
Most of it depends on the temperature outside, Michael.
Okay.
Excellent question. All right.
Is briquettes your normal fuel source for a pit barrel, or
Yeah.
lump, or
No,
most
briquettes,
people-
briquettes, yeah.
briquettes?
Now, so you got it full and you're wondering, well, how are we going to get this thing lighted, right? Take your small chimney, Billy, and take the charcoal out of that.
Out of here.
Put it in there. Take it from both sides. There you go.
Fill it up.
Fill it up. Okay. Now, you see you've got a few briquettes left in the basket. You've got them in the charcoal chimney. What you will do now is light that charcoal chimney from the bottom up. You wait for about 12 to 15 minutes. It doesn't have to get all white.
Right.
Just about 12 or 15 minutes. Now turn it over and let's pretend like it's lit, and we'll put them back in there. Mm-hmm. Now you're thinking, how am I going to grab that thing because it's hot, right? No, there's nothing. There's nothing. You're looking, Jason. You're looking for something back there. There's no. This is for exhibition purposes only. You're going to leave that actually in the barrel, and you know why? That chimney's so short, it fits in the barrel.
Yeah.
So what I'd like you to do, Pete, if you'll pick up the briquettes, Jason, if you'll move the handy dandy little stool there, and then go get the pit barrel and bring it back. We need a bigger studio. We're working on that.
So is the
Now see, that's going to go all the way down in the bottom, and that's in.
far enough to?
Yeah, see how that just fits right in there.
Okay. Okay.
And then what you're going to do then? Go ahead, Jason. You had a question.
Does the charcoal chimney, does that come standard with the pit barrel?
No,
You get a purchase?
it's extra.
It's
20. It's only $21. So.
Okay, gotcha.
It would be handy for it, sort of, because I do have a barrel and I used a regular size
And it-
Weber, and you got to do kind of a twist and turn to
Gotcha.
get in there, and you can catch your thermometer or your screws inside.
Gotcha.
So that come in handy.
That's a must have.
I'll tell you another thing. That's not only great for that, just so you know, gravity feed, your
Yeah,
bottom,
yeah.
perfect for going in there. Your offset,
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah.
It works well on any of
Yeah.
It's almost like a half size.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a perfect amount.
Good all around.
Got it. Yeah.
Now when you get ready to, you've got the thing and it's lit, okay, and it's sitting there boiling. And what you'll want to do is put your
So
go ahead and put your rods back through there, Pete. Now what these rods actually do, number one, you hang meat from them. You hang meat directly over the fire, and they actually control the airflow for the pit barrel. What I do, I like to run it about 3 minutes without the lid on. Okay. Now, Jason, we'll pretend like it's got 3 minutes. It's heating up. Put that right over there. There you go. Down here, there's an adjustment. Jason, if you could come around here, look at that adjustment down there. That's the only adjustment you have right there. Now, and you adjust that based on what sea level you're at. Now, what sea level are we at? 585 feet, right, Chattanooga? Yeah. If you don't live on Lookout Mountain, we're about 585 feet. All right, open that up about
a quarter, right?
About a quarter, a little bit less than that, Jason. And that's it. That is what controls the airflow of that drum.
So your exhaust is where the rod area is?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's made exactly with the hole here, the way it's set at sea level, and you've got stuff in there. So people ask, I asked the same thing. Steve was talking about hanging. So you're hanging meat, you got a fire going in there, a good fire going, right? And you're hanging your meat, and I'm saying the meat is only, maybe an inch above the fire.
Right.
And I'm like, we're going to burn this stuff up. And Steve's like, no, you're not,
They don't
right?
do it.
Because what it does, it creates a vortex.
Yeah. Okay.
And that vortex
Gotcha.
keeps it cooking evenly. It's amazing, how it does. But and so Steve, temperature, what does this thing run at temperature wise?
It runs anywhere from 265 to 300 constant.
Okay.
It'll fluctuate, through your cook, But the beautiful thing about it is you're over the overall cook, it's going to be 265 to 275. Okay. And the wonderful thing about it is once you put the meat on the hanger, okay, you leave it closed. You start cooking immediately after you've let the top off for about 3 minutes to let it get going real good.
Yeah.
You start cooking immediately. You put your meat on there, and it's not it's ready to go. You're right, Billy. It is ready to go.
Good clean smoke right out of the gate.
Yeah, and that thing it'll take it a while to settle down. You know how cookers are. It'll take it a while to light fully and to settle down.
Can you add wood chunks in there too?
Yes, I'd add some wood chunks. Actually, when you were putting the charcoal back in there, Billy. Yeah, I'd put 3 or 4 in there, any flavor you want. Yeah.
That's all you need.
But what's nice is, go ahead and open that up, Pete. What's nice as you're cooking and your food is dangling from these, you can throw more wood chunks down in there as they burn up, and you can keep wood. You can keep wood on your fire for the duration of the cook.
So one of the things I was watching some videos on this a long time ago, people, they get kind of paranoid about, okay, is my meat burning? And they, doing this and keep doing this is not the right thing. It's like trust your cooker. Right. It will do. It's especially ribs. I've heard Steve, you and many people say this thing is a rib cooking machine. You hang them down in there and you just let them go. Don't mess with them until you're ready to either spritz them or do something that you want to do with them.
You should just trust it. And once you learn it, these barrels, they cook themselves.
They
just set it and forget it almost.
That's right. That's right. You got to trust it.
Closed, I mean, it's going to stay at temperature.
Yeah.
Now let's say, Steve, I really don't want to hang meat. I want to cook something. Go ahead and pull it out. Take your rods out. Put that in there, Michael. There you go. Now you've got a grate that you can cook a pork butt on if you want to. You could cook a couple racks of ribs there if you want to. You can even put a brisket on that rack and cook it over open flame. What you would do is put the food there, and then, Pete, go ahead and put your dampers back in, because now they've become not meat hangers, but they're dampers.
That was going to be my question, Steve. If you would put those back in when you're using your rack. So that answers that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it controls your air for your vortex.
That's what keeps that thing at a constant about 265 to 275. It is what they would call a hot and fast cooker.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not a slow cooker. My favorite thing to cook on them is ribs. I love hanging the ribs on there. They taste great, because what happens is go ahead and pull that out, Pete, and just put the rods back in there. And even if you're cooking on the grate, you see, when you're hanging the meat, the juice is falling down on that charcoal and in that fire, and then that's coming back up, and it's a constant circle of flavor that's going on in there, and you will get some of the best tasting food. Pete, I think you'll agree that brisket we did a couple of weeks ago, Michael, you had some of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got I mean, the taste on that thing
it was amazing.
It's different. Yeah. I mean, it's different. It's got a wood, charcoal, the good charcoal taste. Yeah. I'm not talking lighter fluid taste.
No.
I'm talking the good.
Well, that's kind of like when operating a grill. When you're cooking a steak or anything on the grill, those juices and stuff flowing down over the coals or
exactly.
This is the same thing, just a more of a slower cooker. Of course, it's not a grill if you're smoking, but kind of the same reaction happening to the meat.
Now, Michael, you have drums that you cook on as well.
Yes.
The same process, of thought, I guess.
Right, it is.
Okay, that the meat will flavor itself by dripping down on those hot coals.
Right.
We sold these when we first opened the store 5 years ago, and that was before pellet cookers as pellet cookers were really getting popular, and people they wanted to buy pellet cookers, and so we discontinued selling them. Now that we sell the Green Mountain grills, we're getting more requests for charcoal grills. And I looked around at the different charcoal grills, and I didn't want to get a real expensive one, but I didn't want to get a chintzy one as well. This pit barrel cooker fits the bill.
You know,
They-
what I like about them too is you can, if you don't have a lot of room, right?
Right.
Because you're like,
The footprint.
you have
yeah.
1,200 smokers like you, Jason, but you can
Yeah.
just put this over here in the corner.
Stick in the
right?
corner.
By
Yeah.
the way, you can get a cover for them.
Okay.
These things, Steve's got one that's been out there ever since I've known him. Pulled the cover off of it, and it's still just
Brand new.
like
Great
brand
shape.
new.
Yeah.
Brand new.
I thought it was one of the new ones.
The one outside?
Yeah.
No, it's an old one.
Okay.
No,
Looks
It's,
really
it's
good.
an old one.
Yeah.
Now, what's neat about these things? That's the classic size. That's the first size. Let's go out here, and I'll be right back, guys. Take a break. Hey, Trey. Here's Trey Bromley, part of the Owl's Nest Barbecue family. We have them in the large size. Now, the large are on sale. The large ones are normally $5.99.95. They're on sale for $3.99.95. That is the PBX, the Pit Barrel Large. It is a huge drum, the same price as the Pit Barrel Classic. You can get the large one. As you can see, instead of having 2 rods like on the Classic, the 3 rods are on the large. You can cook probably twice as much on the Pit Barrel Large as you can on the Classic. And as far as value is concerned, $399. I ordered extra of the Pit Barrel PBX because I believe in them, and I believe that if you're looking for something different to cook on, something that's fun to cook on, something that guys, we could talk about pellet cookers. And I love them. I love my Green Mountain grills. You guys got pellet cookers. Y'all have great. Billy, you got a Green Mountain grill. Jason, Pete, Michael, you had one.
Yeah, I did.
But a grill's not long in your life, though. You rotate them
Yeah.
in and out. They cook great, and
They do.
make great tasting food. But let's face it, there's nothing like the taste of that stuff right there.
Live fire cooking is, it's
Yeah.
hard to replace, hard to beat.
you can take, you've got those kettles we make chili and all that
Mhm.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can put them in there.
Yeah.
Same way, smoke them.
Right.
Smoke your chili and
Right.
stuff.
Now Jason, where's the rack? Put the rack back in there for me, please. And you say, can you do hamburgers on it? Yes, you can. That is close enough to the fire that you can do burgers and you can do steaks on it. It may take you just a little bit longer, okay? But you put the top back on, you leave these out, okay? When you put the top on, then you've got more airflow. There's your dampers again.
It's going to give you more heat.
Exactly right, Michael. Exactly right. Now this same company makes the Badger barrel that Pete and I went over last week. That has the grill in the bottom of it actually. So if you don't want, if you say, oh, I want it a little closer to the fire, they make the Badger barrel too. Let me get a shot of that real quick. The Badger barrel. That's what I'm trying to say. It's only $249 available here at the Owl's Nest Barbecue Supply in Ottawa. And that the bottom part, you see the bottom part, that is where the charcoal and where the grill is. So any way you want to cook, any configuration you want to cook, the temperature, either hot or slow, the Pit Barrel can accommodate. Now you say you want to, you can even take it, guys, a little bit further. Say, Pete, go ahead and pull your dampers out, your rods. And say, Jason, you're cooking a steak on here, and say you want to like go reverse sear. Okay, you just want to smoke that steak. You don't want to hang it. You can hang steaks here, but you don't want to for some reason.
Right.
You leave your dampers out. You put your steaks here on the grill. Okay. Buy some magnets. Then you can control the airflow on the outside of.
Yeah, the little stick on.
Yeah,
Yep.
just like so.
Right.
You can put that. You can move it right there. You can leave it open. If you want to get sort of a rotational smoke, close these two off. Leave those two open. It'll go out just like so. You can direct the smoke
Gotcha. Yeah.
on the Pit Barrel cooker.
Yep.
There's all kinds of things you can do with these. People have done crazy things with them. I've put temperature controls on mine because I use them in a contest setting. But for the backyard, you don't have to do anything but get it out of the box and cook.
Go to cooking. I know. I think Malcolm's got some pretty good videos. He cooks on the pit barrel. I don't know if there's anybody else that y'all are familiar with how to barbecue right.
Mm-hmm.
Malcolm Reed's got some good videos of him cooking stuff on a pit
Big
barrel.
pit barrel,
Yeah.
big pit barrel fan. We've got a good video on our site on the Owl's Nest Barbecue YouTube channel. We did a brisket on a pit barrel, and it's on there now. And it's a good video because it shows how tender
Gotcha.
and how juicy, how nice they come out.
They're pretty big in the competition scene as well.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Real big,
Oh, I've seen them out there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
barrels in general, barrels they are right now. They're the next big thing.
Oh,
Everybody,
they're the top cooker.
yeah, everybody's
Yeah.
putting barrels out there now
Right.
because they do cook and
Have a unique taste. You know, it's
yeah, it's
different than a stick burner. You know, different than a pellet grill. It's just it's a unique taste that gives it
In a good way.
Yeah, a good way.
Yeah,
Right,
it's those
right.
flavor vapors that you're
right.
getting
And what's
out of
nice,
the food.
what's
Yeah.
nice is that right there. It's that right there. You don't have to break the bank.
You can't beat that
Right.
price.
You can't. You don't have to break the bank. And the Badger barrel is only $2.49. You know, that's almost cheap enough that if you don't like it, you can give it to your son-in-law you don't like. You know, that guy. You can give it to that guy. So try the pit barrel. If you've been looking for a charcoal cooker and you want something different, you want something more fun than the Weber kettle.
Yeah.
You want something more fun than the what's the aluminum one I got there? The PK,
PK,
the
yeah.
PK, the portable kitchen. The pit barrel might just be for you.
And if it's not enough room, you go to the PBX.
Yes, that's not big enough, Steve.
Size up.
We got the PBX, same price.
Oh,
Why? Same price. Why fool around with the little one, which we have plenty of?
go big.
You can get the
Yeah.
big one,
Go
which
big.
we got
Yeah,
twice
Yeah,
as many of.
A great price on those PBXs right now.
Yeah,
Beat that.
you sure
Yeah,
can.
nobody ever complains about having a too big of a grill.
That's right.
Unless you
Never heard
can't
that.
haul it into a trailer.
Except knock 'em.
Yeah,
That's when you get a bigger trailer.
bigger trailer. Right.
And if your wife says no, you can't have any more, that's when you get a bigger trailer and you get a new wife.
Yeah.
Everybody mute their microphones.
Yeah.
before you say that.
Yeah, everybody's gonna want to hear that. Well, there you go, guys. What we're gonna do? You hold that for me right there, Michael. Just get a shot there, and we're gonna get us out of here. We're gonna get to work. Oh, that's dirty. That's right. I better not do that. So we're gonna get out of here, and we will see you on Wednesday night for the Owl's Nest Barbecue catch-up show, rather.
What's next Saturday? What grill are we going over next Saturday?
Next Saturday is, let's see, I had that planned. That will be, let's see. Jason, I'll have to let you know. I cannot remember what I got planned, but I've got it written down.
All right.
Now, at the last show, I do know what we're going to be doing on the last show, and you'll want to know about this. The last Saturday of the month, which is Saturday before Easter Sunday, because Easter is early this year. We're going to be doing a brisket on the Franklin pit.
Nice.
We're going to break out the
You're gonna
Franklin
fire-
pit.
you're
We're
gonna
going to
build a
fire it
fire
up,
in it.
and we're going to be cooking a brisket on the Franklin pit.
Wow.
A
Demo Franklin.
Franklin Texas style brisket on the original
Interesting.
Franklin cooker. So that's going to be a lot of fun. All right, I'm going to get us out of here, guys,
All right.
and we will see y'all Wednesday night.
Now at Owl's Nest Barbecue Supply, the pit barrel is back. The original size, the PBX, and the new Badger barrel. The Badger barrel does it all and more with a great price and great quality. Can you do this on your grill? I didn't think so. You can on the Badger. It's hot with an attitude to match. Pit barrels are easy to use. Get your pit barrel at Owl's Nest Barbecue Supply in Ottawa.
Will it look good on my end anyway?